Look, it's Vivian O'Pupra and Peter Capaldi. Sorry. Welcome to Doctor Who The Fan Show NYCC Roundup. In case you missed it, Peter, Pearl and the cast of Class were in Canada and New York this week, and loads of stuff got announced, confirmed and teased. On the Doctor Who front, a behind-the-scenes teaser of this year's New York-based Christmas special was released, alongside an image of superhero lead Justin Chatwin. And the title was also confirmed to be The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Return? He never went away.
Yo soy Dr. Mysterio.
The episode, confirmed for broadcast on Christmas Day in the UK, sees the Doctor and Nardole team up with an investigative journalist and a superhero to save New York from a deadly alien threat. Sounds like my kind of Christmas. Speaking of superheroes, the TARDIS team popped by Marvel's stand, where Peter was unwisely given the all-powerful Infinity Gauntlet. And what does he do with such awesome power? What we'd all do, of course, punch our boss in the face. NYCC also saw the launch of Class, with writer Patrick Ness and the 4 very excited leads being unleashed on the convention.
Hey, we're on our way to Comic-Con, Final! Woo! I'm so excited!
Not content with just one, Class was teased with 2 trailers. The first confirmed that the Doctor would be cameoing in the series, but that...
I can't always be there when you need me.
And what happens when the Doctor can't always be there? Well, the dramatic second trailer gave us an idea, where we learnt that there are some very clear differences between Doctor Who and Class. For example, school in Doctor Who looks like this.
What does that mean?
School in Class looks like this. Monsters in Doctor Who look like this. But monsters in Class look like this. And kissing in Doctor Who looks like this, whereas kissing in Class looks a lot more like this. Yeah. Well, I think we can pretty much conclude that Class looks and sounds awesome, but isn't suitable for younger audiences. But why take my word for it? Let's hear from Geek Bomb's Maud Garrett, who's been at NYCC for us. Maud.
Thank you so much, Christel. Yes, I am here at New York Comic-Con for Anglophenia, and I tell you what, there is a lot of BBC America presence happening. The panel was huge at Madison Square Garden. People were lining up at 5:30 in the morning just to check out Peter Capaldi, the cast of Doctor Who, the new spin-off Class as well. I was really lucky. I got to sit down with the cast and we had a huge chat. It was so much fun. And then while I've been here, I've been chatting with a lot of cosplayers, all repping Doctor Who. So it's been a blast. I'm so sorry you couldn't be here.
Thanks, Maud. In other news, showrunner Stephen Moffat made the shock announcement that he finds First Doctor companion and teacher at Coal Hill School, Barbara Wright, really, really sexy. Which is handy because, as eagle-eyed fans have spotted, she has a whole building dedicated to her in Class. Maybe that's why. The Moff also teased that Series 10 would contain an episode written by a classic Who writer. This is the first, but he remained tight-lipped as to his or her identity. More on that in a future production update. In sport news, Peter Capaldi was hunted down and gifted a football shirt by Sci-Fi Brazil. If you don't want to see PCap looking like a Brazilian centre-forward, look away now. And finally, ever one for a family photo, the Doctor popped down to the convention floor and crashed a shoot with his wife, ex-companion and former self, much to the delight of one very lucky fan. Phew, I'm tired just watching. Well, next week we'll be speaking to the unfeasibly attractive cast of Class. Bye!